Hi everyone, let's talk about the Outlander Season 3 trailer because it just came out. And a few of you have asked me whether I was gonna react to it or do a breakdown for it. So yes, I am doing a breakdown for it. I should start by mentioning that I still haven't read the books, and the trailer did a really good job of teasing what's to come. So I've taken a lot of screenshots so we can go deep into the trailer. Let's get into it. So the trailer starts with Claire in the hospital giving birth to Brianna, and Frank arriving with Brianna and just kind of like them being obviously really excited about having a baby. And I mean, maybe this is just me reading too much into it, but I feel like, you know, it's also a moment for Claire to have something of Jamie that she can touch, or like that proves that it wasn't all a dream, that it really happened. And of course we have a sweet moment between Claire and Frank as well. And then we move on to a lot of different footage from Claire's life after Jamie with Frank. It seems to be moving throughout the years. We have a back and forth of her and Frank when she's still younger, and then as she gets older and as Brianna ages as well. So we have the very early on moments with him holding the baby. I think you can always see a little bit in Claire looking at him holding Jamie's baby and thinking, she definitely has this look in her eyes of, yeah, but you're still not Jamie. And you know, poor Frank probably feels that. Of course, the trailer illustrates a lot of the conflict that we see between the two over the years. And I know a lot of people dislike Frank or just don't really care about Frank. I've always really liked Frank. Of course, I love Jamie. You know, I think Claire should be with Jamie, but as a character, I think Frank is a sweet person. He really loves Claire, and you know, to be honest, she's kind of lucky that she had him in a way, because finding herself alone with a baby at that time, he really kind of took on her past, you know, which probably wasn't easy. I just think it's just not an easy situation for either of them, and I quite enjoy that they show us both sides of it. At least it looks like they will do that from the trailer. And of course, Frank has a really good line that says, "I want to know when you're gonna come back from the past." And all of us are going like, never. She's never coming back from the past because she's meant to be with Jamie. More tensions between Claire and Frank. Obviously, it looks like he's sleeping on the couch. That can't be good. And it seems to me from the trailer, we have this scene where we see her, we see Brianna a little older, handing in what looks like probably homework or tests or something, where she probably got a good grade, and Claire seems really happy about it, and Frank is there, they're at the table, and you do get a sense that they are trying to have a normal life. They are trying to make this work. I think Claire is trying to make this work because at this point she doesn't know if she'll ever see Jamie again. I mean, in her head this is over, but just because she thinks there's no possibility of her ever seeing him again doesn't mean that it's not really hard. So you have this kind of struggle, which I think is really great to be watching. Finally, we get to the adult Brianna that we've met at the end of last season, and her graduating. This is probably right before Frank dies. And then we get in transition where you have first a shot of the Scottish flag that it looks like Claire is looking at. That's when the trailer then cuts back to Scotland, back to Jamie. It looks like he's going back to Lallybra. Happy to be back, Jenny, yay! Except no, she called soldiers on him, or she betrayed him, or what has Jenny done? What did they have on her? What did they do to make her betray Jamie? That of course leads Jamie to become a prisoner. And from the information that had been released previously, we know that he ends up in Ardsmuir prison in northern Scotland, and the governor of the prison is Lord John Grey, and we actually see him in the trailer, and it's this guy that has a conversation with Jamie. And according to the information that was also released, it seems like they will develop a friendship, which gets complicated because Lord John Grey will start developing feelings for Jamie. I love that moment where Lord John Grey says, "Oh, I thought your wife was dead," and he says, "I never said she was dead, I said she was gone," or something like that. And again, the trailer does a really good job of transition from she's not dead. She's gone. Back to Claire now with Brianna and Roger trying to figure out if they can find information about Jamie and whether or not he survived. And at this point, it seems like Brianna has kind of come to her mother's side where she wants to help her find Jamie, and she's like, we will find him. And then we're going back to Jamie, and I can't really figure out where this is. So if any of you know, let me know. Maybe we've seen it before, maybe we haven't. I honestly cannot remember. But I think what we really need to talk about is this scene with this woman. I love how they put this scene in the trailer, you know, just to freak us out a little bit, like who's this woman with Jamie where he's like half naked? I don't like this. There's this scene that I can't figure out who it is, and here it looks like Jamie, but I'm not sure. And then we again see Claire's life back in the present, kind of her evolution without Jamie as her surgeon. We have a quick flash of Jamie at Culloden, it looks like. This is probably from the first episode, from the opening. I think they will open on Culloden. We also have a quick scene of what looks like Jamie holding a soldier, or like attacking a soldier or something. It looks like he's breaking out of prison maybe. Is this maybe Lord John Grey? I'm not sure, but possibly. And it looks like Brianna and Roger are getting a lot closer. Also, we get our first glimpse at Joe Abernathy, who will become a good friend of Claire, apparently. And then we have the moment where Claire finds Jamie and she says, I found him. Everything changes and we're back in the past with Claire, at least it looks like. But I will say, she looks kind of the same that she looked before. Like, it doesn't look like she has aged in this scene. So now I'm a bit confused as to whether when she goes back in the past, will she get young again, or how does that work? I'm not really sure. Or maybe they're just decided not to really age her. I don't know. Then we have this sign that says A. Malcolm, printer and bookseller. Now, I know nothing about this scene, but it sounds like it's a big deal from what I've seen people write about it. I decided not to read about what it was, but I'm guessing if it's in the trailer, book readers will really understand what it is. Claire is getting ready to come in, and ding a ding, it's the end of the trailer. What? Unfortunately, we have to wait until September 10th to actually see the season, but I feel like the trailer has definitely gotten me very excited about what's coming. Trailer breakdown done. Of course, I would love to hear what you thought of the trailer. Did you enjoy watching it? Are you excited for what's to come? Let me know in the comments. And for those of you who are wondering why this Outlander video is on my channel and not on Happy Cool, that's because I've decided to move all of the coverage for Outlander on my channel because Americ doesn't watch the show at all. So it feels more of my show than a Happy Cool show. So I just decided it'd be nice to have it here. I mean, the coverage will pretty much be the same, but it'll be here. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet. And that's it. That's all I have for today.